Motion to adopt the agenda. We need to make a amendment to it for a closed session. Okay.
And this didn't come to my attention today, but Emily pointed it out. We needed to update policy directives 1212, which is basically her contract, but it's in a policy to reflect her new salary. And then we talked about, which we said we'd revisit adding a couple of office holidays in there. So if you guys want to add that tonight, or we can do it next month, it's up to you.
I have a motion.
We only added 3 office holidays, so.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Secretary's report.
Completely good, ready to go?
Okay. Have a motion to approve secretary's report.
I'll make a motion.
Have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Treasurer's report.
Let's see, last month starting balance was $923,874.50. 17 credits against the account totaling $28,697.05. 50 debits to the account totaling $265,890.92, leaving an ending balance of $686,681.55.
Okay. Have a motion to approve subject to audit.
Motion to approve the treasurer's report, subject to audit.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, bills.
All right, ask, from what the agenda says to what the actual amount is, I ask that approval be granted to pay $163,714.42 for the bills for the month.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve the bills. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we need to change that on the agenda?
Yeah, when I
Yeah,
updated it with the.
Okay.
Updated on there.
We added some stuff in last minute. That's why we had to re-sign the bills also.
And 363, what was the amount?
163,714.42.
Okay. Chief's report.
Chief's report, December 15th, 2025. Fleet status, New Brush 26 was placed into service on November 23rd. Captain Moreland, before we put it in service, took it to quarters to ensure the blowers and saws fit properly in the compartments that we wanted to purchase. And I want to thank quarters for staff for working with us on that. They actually put a couple together just to see if they would fit in the brush truck for us. Once the new equipment was mounted, it was placed in service. The unit is here tonight for the board to see after the board meeting. I had 2 house bring it up. Brush 16, the old unit has been redesignated Brush 15 and will remain in service as a reserve and continue its plowing duties for the district. For now, it is at Station 2. Station's headquarters, the temperature dropped and the heat didn't work in the front of the building after we had some of the work done. Easy came back out and found a programming error that took them a while to get a hold of the company that designed the whole thing, but they finally did, and it's fixed. Annual carpet cleaning was completed at HQ and all the stations last Monday and Tuesday. Station 1, Lake West sign, excuse me. Lake West sign ran into some issues with the LED sign. He advised they have the whole thing up and running by the first week of January. We replaced actually replaced 1 door lock today. They ran into some problems, but we have 3 door locks on Station 1 that have died, the key fob ones. So we're replacing those with regular push buttons. As they die, we're going to switch those to the new style. Basically, it's the same ones. Give me a second. Basically, it's the same ones we put on Floor House when we renovated it. So as the key fob, we can't get the key fob locks anymore. So as they die out, we're just going to switch to these other ones that are much easier to program. Station 2, we had an ongoing problem with the shower shutting off the fire alarm. And for some reason, when they built the place, they installed smoke detectors in the bathrooms. So we had the smoke detectors moved above the drop ceiling to solve the problem. So that happened last week. Station number 3 and 4, the air compressors for keeping the truck brakes full that we purchased during the renovations of those stations died at the same time. And of course, they were out of warranty. So 2 new larger compressors were purchased to handle the strain we put on them and have been installed at both stations. Staffing, Lieutenant Tim Vester has submitted his resignation effective December 3rd. Tim took a position with Rock Community Fire District in St. Louis, and I'd like to thank him for his 9 years of service. We wish him all the best. We will be holding a hiring process to replace him and a promotional process in January for a new lieutenant position. Well, not a new position, but to replace Tim to do lieutenant. Currently, the ACO is covering his position at Station 3. Lieutenant Harper sustained an off-duty injury. He will be out for several months. The ACO has been moved to Station 4 to cover that position, and staffing has been arranged to cover current openings with minimal overall impact. As of right now, we're down 3 people in the staffing pool. We're only down 1 open position, but I've got 1 on deployment and 1 injured, so. Negotiation committee, the locals attorney wished to read the contract draft and was delayed getting back to the shop steward. Some final changes were made after review between myself and the shop steward, which we all talked about. And I'm pleased to report the final draft is on the agenda for approval tonight. Dispatching, we had an issue with receiving tones, but no verbal dispatches. Camden County advised after an update they made that the voice was being routed to a different radio that was not in use. So apparently when they set the tones off, the tones would go to radio A, but voice would be routed to radio B. It's a computer thing, I don't quite understand it, but the problem was corrected within 12 hours of complaint, and then it started happening again, and they found out that was human error. The dispatchers were turning the volumes down. So now they can't turn the volume down on the radios no more. They blocked them at a certain point. We'll see what happens. We still have problems. Equipment, Mid-County Dive Team is looking to retool their overall dive responses for the region. At a meeting last week, they laid out an option for a hasty dive pack that would allow certified divers to go down no more than 25 feet for a quick grab if we had somebody, back off of the boat ramp or something of that nature. The proposed cost would be about $2,000 for a complete set of gear, with each agency employing divers looking at 3 sets. Currently, we're looking at a few different funding options. We might have some local grants and stuff that we can pursue. So I'll have more on that in the coming months, but we will be a part of this. So we have 5 certified divers and 1 that just needs to finish up the class. So we will definitely be moving forward with that. We have CO detectors, carbon monoxide detectors attached to the EMS bags. They're supposed to be 2-year disposable, so when you get them, you pull the tab, it's on all the time, and it just runs for 2 years. Some of them we seem to be replacing sooner than 2 years, and that's just, I don't have a high opinion of them. So we got the ones like you see in the picture on a grant. We got 1, and it runs on AAA batteries, and we can calibrate it ourselves. So I bought 13 of them, and we put them on all the trucks. Downside is they're not on all the time. You have to actually press them, but. Missouri Annual Survey, our annual Missouri State Survey of stations, equipment, apparatus, and capabilities has been completed. The information, which is curated through the Division of Fire Safety, is maintained for statewide and federal mutual aid requests. In addition, the apparatus we have added, I'm pleased to announce, we also added several tech rescue capabilities, as Chief Odenwald has been doing a great job getting the certifications and the grant classes here at Sunrise Beach. So we were able to add a lot of abilities to us in that survey. Missouri Ethics Commission, I have submitted all the documentation for MEC's annual filers list, so you guys should be receiving your paperwork either in email or by mail in the next couple of weeks.
Weeks or months?
Well, you never know with them.
Okay.
Last time they sent them like 3 weeks before you get due, so. Board elections, notice of filing was posted on social media and our website on the 24th of November. I also ran it in the Lake Sun that week, which satisfies our legal obligation of posting. The election filing I put will open, but open on December 9th and will close December 30th, 1600 hours. At this time, we only have 2 people signed up. All right, go. ISO grading prevention portion. We received notice from ISO that they were impressed with our work and staffing. However, we received a lower grade due to not having the 2024 codes adopted. We've been trying to adopt a regional code where all the fire districts are on the same page, and this keeps getting delayed. Chief Weaver and I completed our own code review and opted to move forward. I can't speak for the other districts, but we've been saying for months, so readiness coming up, we need to get this done. Kenny's hit several brick walls with the surrounding agencies, and as much as I am for regional response and regional cooperation, I'm not going to let our citizens suffer for them dragging their feet. So the opening of the fire prevention ordinance inspection is on the agenda for tonight. We need to adopt it within 6 months of the end of November. Otherwise, the ISO rating on the prevention side goes up to a 10. So we're at 4 right now. So we're not going to let that happen. So I spoke with the ISO guy, and he said, I'm willing to hold off. If you guys are adopting soon, I'm willing to hold off for 6 months before we publish. So this gives us right at 3 months. And we'll get him this as soon as it gets adopted March 16th. That was everything. I already forgot ahead of myself. Training, November's mutual aid training was live burns. One firefighter from the mutual aid department had a medical issue and was transported by his chief. December's mass casualty triage class has been moved to January. And Chief Oldenwald has secured grant funding for active shooter, marine firefighting, and intro to peer support. Gravois has also secured funding for rope rescue technician. Although they're the host agency, it will be conducted here. But we will have that class offered again by the same company that did the last one, which everybody likes the one we had. So company officer development for January will be discipline. INFERS to NARIS. NARIS is the new government reporting system that will replace INFERS. These systems collect national response data and is required to obtain federal grants. So a couple of years ago, we found out we weren't uploading them INFERS, and that's one of the reasons we didn't get the grant 4 years ago. So we've since corrected all that, but now they're changing the program. So NARIS will go live January 1st. Has a lot of new features that the old system didn't have, so you can actually get on that system now and see like all the fire district boundaries and stuff like that, which they never had before. We'll still be paying for ESO, but ESO will upload all of our stuff to NARIS directly. So currently under INFERS, ESO updates once a month, and Rob's got to go in and make sure that happened. The way I understand it now, as soon as we lock the report, so we have what's called a draft report where we fill it out, and then the cap is quality control. And once they go through and make sure that punctuation and everything is done and correct, it gets locked. And once it gets locked, it's going to upload to NARIS now. So we don't have to do a bulk upload at any one point in time. It just does it automatically now. So Rob's been working really hard on this to learn the system and align our reporting data with the new system. So we are ready for the changeover due to his diligence. So he's done a good job with it. He's driving everybody nuts. FEMA reimbursement. Chief Shepard of Southwest Fire District and Deputy Chief Amsinger of Mid-County Fire District traveled to Jeff City and met with FEMA representatives to argue our case on the wildfire reimbursement. I've been told that FEMA recognizes this as their error, and there is a strong chance that we're going to get the reimbursement after all. So it is important to note the fire districts and the sheriff's office were all denied our request, but the road and bridge for some reason got fully reimbursed. So we'll see what happens. I'm not optimistic at this point, but if it happens, it happens, it's a bonus. Good and welfare, we were called out to assist Graveway Fire District with a missing person search in the Graveway arm. The gentleman was found safe on his own accord, but the mutual aid response and the actions of those on scene were well received and praised by the family. We assisted with the command trailer, myself and the new John Deere. It was a coordinated effort that included land units, marine units, and a search helicopter. And interoperability was definitely a key, and 1299 did not disappoint. So, and lastly, we have once again taken advantage of a strong relationship that we have with our staff, and we have come to an amicable collective bargaining agreement while improving service to our residents and future growth of the district will need. And I want to thank everybody involved with coming along and getting that done, and their patience in making this happen. So, looking forward to that vote tonight.
How many years is that in place?
Three.
Three.
This will be the third time since I've been here with negotiated contract.
Good.
Call volume, 82 alarms for the month of November, 1,067 calls year to date for 2025. And we're getting kind of close, so I just thought I'd throw it up there. The previous all-time record for Sunrise Beach was 1,105 calls in 2022. So we'll see what happens. Maybe do a pool closer to a little betting pool closer to the entrance. All types, November 2025, 4 structure fires, 8 cover fires, 37 EMS calls, 1 extrication rescue, and 11 public assistance calls. 2025 year to date, 23 structure fires, 59 natural cover fires, 578 EMS calls, 4 extrication rescues, 101 public assistance calls, and 6 water rescues. And that is the chief's report for 15 December 2025.
Have a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Fire marshal's report.
Fire marshals report. November inspections for rough-ins, we had 31, finals for 11, site inspections of 4, fire blocking of 3, Euclid bonding 4, docks 36, total completed at 89. Permits issued for the month, we had 23 docks, 9 buildings, 2 renewals. Total revenue for the month was $6,372.45. Year-to-date permits, we've issued 324 docks, 214 building permits, 11 renewals, 7 fireworks, total of 556. Total revenue for the year, docks, we had $25,107.50, buildings, $93,711.05, renewals of $275, fireworks of $850, total revenue year to date is $119,943.55. Same thing, we're knocking on record. I think the record is 2 1/4. We're 211 right now. Still a couple weeks to go yet. A lot of them do come in right at the end of the year, trying to get some of them ready for next year. So we'll see what happens. As far as any big projects going on, the condo complex, I believe it's down Plum Tree down there. Reflections is moving along pretty good. We've dropped in several floors now, and I think we've only got the top floor to lock in. They're doing a nice job with it, moving right along. So that's about the only thing I got on big projects. That's all I've got.
Have a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have no unfinished business. With that, we'll move on to 2026 code adoption, first reading, although I'd entertain a motion to publish versus.
Waive the reading and
Waive the
publish
reading
or
and
public
publish.
inspection.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, I don't, it's 41 pages. I don't think I'm gonna read the whole thing to you.
Take care of the rest. It's really interesting to read.
Yeah. It's changed.
This one. Next item on the agenda is the 2026 budget.
So do you want me to read the budget statement or you just want to move forward with that? It's up to you guys.
What do you want?
Whatever works. Personal.
You need it
I-
read, or have you reviewed it?
I'm okay. I guess I just think we're recording it. Is it a good thing for him to read it? I don't.
I'll read it. I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
My. I think everybody's at, no, just need that copy there, it's done.
What's
This one, yeah.
Budget message for the 2026 budget. As the chief executive and financial officer of the Sunrise Beach Fire District, I have the distinct honor and pleasure to present the district operating budget for 2026. The budget presented reflects the projected collection and tax revenue, as well as funds earmarked for continued capital improvement projects that were not completed in 2025 or slated for 2026. Our line items are funded to absorb the increases expected for 2026, which includes the increases set forth in the 2026 collective bargaining agreement and the expenses which continue to see increases due to economic inflation. All other line items are funded to support our current workforce, projects, and purchases listed for 2026 and or outlined in the 5-year plan. The Fire Prevention Office continues to issue permits for residential and commercial construction at an increased rate, which will only serve to increase future assessments. Although 2026 has seen a rollback in general revenue, we will still see new money infused into the general revenue, just not as much as we would have received pre-rollback. Thus, the increases will be absorbed. I have also been able to increase vehicle replacement contribution from 50 to 100,000. And now that all the brush units are in service, we will turn our attention to replacing the Station 4 truck and replacement of Marine 29. The district continues to grow. We are financially stable and we continue to rise and meet those challenges with the best people, equipment, and apparatus possible to serve our community. To our board of directors, I thank you for your support. We have worked together to ensure that our residents and staff are safe, taken care of, and the district is well funded to meet our residents' expectations and the goals we have set for ourselves, all in service to the community.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the 2026 budget?
Motion to approve the 2026 budget?
For a second?
Second.
Favor? Aye.
I'll leave both copies signed, one
Yeah.
for Greg.
Okay. Okay, next thing we have is the collective bargaining agreement.
So as you know, you sat on the committee, but for the rest of the board to satisfy discussion, Denise and John and I met with the representation from our shop. I think we had a lot of good discussion. I think we came to an amicable agreement. And I think everybody's gonna be happy with it moving forward. So my recommendation is we adopt the collective bargaining agreement for 2026 or 2029 with our shop leadership and our members that are here tonight.
Okay. Do any discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
In a second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, 28 guys.
Next item D is policy update, policy 1012.
Hold on, before we go any further, can we get you to sign the CBA and I'd like shop leadership here to sign that?
Record these reflect the 3 years for the end of.
Yes,
Okay.
it said there, I said it. Yeah. Is Cody here now? John Solomon, that would be your name.
Yeah, Inclined here, I was debating which way we want this, I'll give it this.
Well, one of those up there tonight, you and Lori have signed twice,
Yeah.
or is that the prevention ordinance? That's a prevention ordinance, never mind.
Yeah, no, this.
We haven't signed that one yet, that's the more.
Yeah.
Right now. Well, John signed where I was gonna sign, but I'll.
Well, I was looking at it, they're giving me a hard time.
For posterity's sake, we will correct that page. Congratulations.
Okay, moving along then to, policy update, the 10-12 position.
Yeah, so the position descriptions, to coincide with the collective bargaining agreement we just signed. We had to add in some stuff about part-timers, and we also added some stuff in about the acting company officers. So, the updates were approved by both me and the shop, and I just need board approval tonight because they're policy directives.
Okay, have any discussion? Now, I'll entertain a motion to approve, 10-12 position descriptions.
Motion to approve the 10-12 position description.
That was second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Need everybody's signatures.
The signed lead procedure. Did you vote to sign both of them or?
No, we
We only
need to.
voted.
Yeah, they only voted on one, but y'all signed the other one, so. If you just wanna give me a vote on.
Yeah, I need a motion to approve the 1204 lead procedures.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Darn good thing. Since we signed it, yeah.
Okay,
Administrative policy 1212 was what we added to the agenda.
you need to do that.
Well, yeah, I'll explain what we're doing and
Okay, go ahead.
I'll need a motion since you guys put it on the agenda.
Okay.
Basically, Emily pointed out today, we never updated 1212 to reflect her new salary when she got a raise earlier in the year. We were talking about, we were gonna revisit some of the holidays that we don't have that a lot of the other people do. We just added in 3. For instance, the board doesn't meet on President's Day and Martin Luther King Day, but yeah, we're still open. So we added those in, and the other one was Patriots Day, September 11th. So, that's the only changes made to this. If you guys are good with that, we'll add those to our office closed days. And go from there.
I have a motion to approve.
Motion to approve?
For a second,
I'll second.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll second.
Okay. Do you have any public comment?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm happy that we got our contract approved, so I'm all good to go.
Good.
I would like to say I appreciate the board and the two negotiators for a responsible negotiation and what evidently is going to be fair for everybody. I can tell you, I'm here as public, member of the public of the district, but I'm also get the opportunity to work with each one of these guys in a daily fashion. I can tell you they earn every bit that they receive.
100% agree, sir.
Absolutely.
Anyone else? If not, we can close this meeting and vote to go to closed session. I have a motion to go to closed session. Okay,
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, the roll call, sir.
Yeah, roll call, Troy.
Aye.
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 Motion to reopen meeting.
Meeting.
Okay.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No votes or actions were taken in closed session. So, unless there's some other business,
I think we covered it all.
this moves adjourned.